Water warning, why you may want to stay away from certain Southern California beaches. And a star student is graduating as valedictorian, but it's what she's had to overcome to get there that might surprise you. You're watching The Rundown. I'm Adrian Arambulo in for Robin Winston. Now, a warning about some of our local beaches. LA County health officials are advising people to stay out of the water in the following areas: Malibu Lagoon, Las Flores Creek, Topanga Canyon Lagoon, the Santa Monica Pier, and Mother's Beach in Marina del Rey. They say bacteria levels in the water there exceed health standards. Now let's get a check of weather with meteorologist Belen de Leon.
Hi, everybody. The May gray will continue, but our forecast for Tuesday is going to be a little different. We'll have a slight chance for some storms in the Ventura and LA County mountains during the afternoon and evening, about a 20% chance in the storms that do develop. We'll have downpours, gusty winds, lightning, and small hail. Temperature-wise, we're not changing in the coming days with that May gray pattern turning to June gloom on Thursday. Look at the trend in Riverside. Below normal temperatures expected through the rest of the week, but then a little warming trend. By Friday, we'll have 75, and over the weekend, if you're a fan of the warmer weather, then can't wait for it to be the weekend. That's when we're going to have highs in the 80s.
Owners of a South LA food truck tell us they are now working in fear after two men robbed and attacked them. Jose Gonzalez was hit in the face with a gun, and surveillance video shows his co-worker being pushed up against the food truck with a gun pointed to his head. The robbers got away with nearly $1,000, where the workers said police showed up within a few minutes, but the gunmen were already gone.
One of the guys was on the floor bleeding, and then the other one was just holding his jaw, and then they were all shook. We work for the people, we're here for the people, and then to see that they do that to us, it's like, wow. At least one of them I feel like I've seen.
Now, people who are regulars at that food truck were surprised like a crime like this happened there.
This is very unusual. You know, I mean, you hear a lot of crash, a lot of car problems, but never anybody robbed anybody.
Now, this is the second time something like this has happened to this food truck. A group called Union Vendors Association tells us these kinds of attacks are becoming more common. The group also says most vendors carry cash, which makes them a bigger target. A family from Orange County is desperate for answers. They need help finding their cousin who disappeared on a cross-country road trip. 33-year-old Nikki Ancaraz was heading from Nashville to visit her uncle in Anaheim. She was traveling with her boyfriend, Tyler Stratton. Now, they were supposed to arrive May 12th, nearly 3 weeks ago, but Nikki's family says that they never made it. Now, they do know that Nikki and Tyler got into a fight shortly after crossing into New Mexico, and she declined to press charges there. 2 days later, a license plate reader picked up Nikki's Jeep near Flagstaff, Arizona. And over the weekend, there were unconfirmed reports that Nikki was spotted in Redding, California, north of Sacramento. Nikki's sister has filed a missing persons report. Milt Larson, the co-founder of the iconic Magic Castle in Hollywood, has passed away. He died over the weekend, but leaves behind a magical legacy. Larson was a television writer, producer, and performer with deep roots in Los Angeles. He led the Magic Castle to become one of the most famous buildings in all of Hollywood. And for generations, it has been home for magicians to entertain and wow audiences. And for Milt Larson, it was his castle.
His legacy is of a creator who just never stopped. If you were going to design an uncle, a fictional uncle, he was just super fun.
He was the guy who was really about magic. He was a lot of fun. He was a great MC.
Larson died Sunday at the age of 92, and flowers will be placed on his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Deputies want to find the group who attacked two Marines in San Clemente over the weekend. This video is part of their investigation by Orange County Sheriff's Department. Deputies say a group of about 10 to 30 people attacked the Marines near the pier at the end of Avenida Del Mar on Friday night. The Marines were treated at the scene, and they are expected to be okay. Deputies aren't saying much about what led up to the fight and the attack, only to say that some of the people involved may have been minors. If you have information about what happened, you are asked to call the OC Sheriff's Department. Democratic and Republican leaders are trying to shore up support for the bipartisan agreement to raise the debt ceiling. President Biden expressed cautious optimism, saying he feels good after speaking with a number of congressional members, including Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell. The two-year deal suspends the nation's borrowing limit until early 2025 and holds non-defense spending flat next year. Some Democrats aren't happy about the deal's expanded work requirements for federal food stamp recipients.
I feel like we are being held hostage. We should be in regular order. We should never be in this position again. And yet I cannot and will not be a rubber stamp.
The debt ceiling bill is expected to go to the House for a full vote on Wednesday. Well, it is May, which means it's graduation time, a rite of passage for thousands of students. But for one high schooler, she wouldn't let anything stop her from becoming valedictorian, not even the fact that she arrived in this country just a few years ago. NBC4's John Caddy's Klimak met this remarkable young woman.
You can see the pride she feels as she dons her new UC Irvine sweatshirt, the culmination of determination it took to get to this point.
If you work hard, you can get basically everything. You can get a better life.
Mary Suarez worked extra hard. She came from Venezuela just 4 years ago, just as high school was beginning. It was a quinceañera gift to visit her aunt. Right at the time, Venezuela was turning upside down with failed attempts to overthrow the government. It turned into temporary protected status to stay and study in the U.S.
Came from a communist country, you don't have hope or basically on anything because you always think that something going to come out and be worse. Violence every day.
She credits her Catholic education at Bishop Conady of Our Lady of Loretto All-Girls High School for the hope that she carried with her. And when she crosses the stage at graduation, she'll do it as the school's valedictorian.
You have a student who is willing to work hard, put in the time, ask questions, come ask for help, find a way to improve and keep improving.
Patty Morales is Mary's college counselor at the school.
I'm amazed at Mary because she had every reason and every excuse not to work. I can't do my homework because I miss my mom. I can't do my homework because I'm not at home. I can't do my homework because I don't speak the language. This is too hard. She had every reason not to do it, and she used those reasons to push her forward.
So I told you I have to study on my own, math, and I just stay after class for tutorings almost every day.
Mary says she knew the struggles her family faced in her home country and says she was unwilling to let their dreams or her own go unfulfilled.
Me siento de verdad muy orgullosa de ella.
And if mother knows best, Mary's mom says she's proud of what her daughter has accomplished and believes it's a message to every other student that comes behind her, regardless of their legal status in this country, with discipline and love, she says.
Que sí se puede, sí se puede. Con disciplina, con amor, se puede.
For Mary, she wants to give back.
My plan for the future, I want to be a pediatrician.
From Pico Union, John Caddy's Klimak, NBC4 News.
No doubts, it's going to be Dr. Mary in just a few years, right? All right, well, we all know the drill at airport security. Take off your shoes, your jacket, your belt. Make sure you don't have any metal in your pockets. But one company is taking things a step further. Air New Zealand is going to start weighing its passengers. Yes, you just heard right. New Zealand's Civil Aviation Authority is requiring that its national airline weigh passengers departing on international flights through July 2nd. Travelers will be asked to stand on a digital scale when they check in for their flights and will place their luggage on a separate scale. The airline says the information will not be displayed on the agent's screen or anywhere else, but the data will be used for an anonymous survey on airplane weight loads and distribution. Still pretty personal and not something that everyone wants to disclose. Well, Metrolink's popular summer pass is back and will be available through September 1st. You can buy the $15 weekday passes on the Metrolink mobile app and at ticket machines. The pass provides unlimited rides on the date of purchase. Passes in LA County also include free transfers to the subway, light rail, and bus systems. Metrolink also offers $10 weekend day passes. You can find more information on the organization's website, metrolinktrains.com. Well, many high school seniors graduate in the coming weeks, and there's a special group of school maintenance workers in the IE who are giving graduating students a delicious send-off and plenty of good life advice. Burgers and hot dogs being grilled here. The hot dogs were sizzling at the special barbecue last week at Orange Grove High School in the Corona-Norco Unified School District. Maintenance staff workers like carpenters, electricians, and painters hosted the event for a group of students they've been mentoring. Through the mentorship program, the school employees got to build connections with the teens at the continuation school and teach them some hands-on skills.
They've been doing work together, learning different trades, such as painting, carpentry, the electrical, HVAC, and at the same time, while they're working together, they've been pouring into the kids, sharing their personal story.
I'll take it into advantage for my future, because next time I need to paint a room or something, I could probably use my experience, you know?
Great program, great perspective there by the students. Seniors at Orange Grove High School are graduating this week. Many of the teens who were mentored by the maintenance staff say that they hope to use the skills that they learned through the mentorship program when they start a career in construction and maintenance-related industries. Well, it is a Memorial Day tradition. 2 tickets to the gun show. Muscle Beach hosted its annual bodybuilding competition.
Our first ever Angel Bikini winner is Marseille Monet.
Professionals and amateurs were able to compete in a variety of different categories like wellness, bikini, and classic physique. People said it was a great way to connect with others who have the same interests.
Well, what's good about bodybuilding is that you maintain a healthy lifestyle. You meet a lot of friends that are in the same mindset, and you condition your body to always stay fit and on point.
All right. This event is now in its 29th year. And for the first time, the Riverside Festival of Lights is moving its date, planning to kick off on the weekend before Thanksgiving rather than the day after. Mission Inn Hotel and Spa announced that its switch-on ceremony is set for November 18th in its 31st season here. Riverside City officials say the earlier date will better accommodate families who are usually on vacation before Thanksgiving. They hope it'll also help spread out the holiday crowds. A lesson in locking your car doors if you live in a mountain or foothill community. Take a look at this here. Body cam video shows a deputy responding to a report of a bear stuck inside of a car near Lake Tahoe. Now you can see the deputy tie her up to the door handle, move back, and pull it open. And that's when the bear hops out and runs off. The bear was fine. The car, though, not so much. We can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune in to Today in LA on NBC4 weekdays from 4 to 7 a.m. That's where we bring you all the day's headlines. Thanks for watching The Rundown.